Yo, what's up with y'all, man? It's Airy with Gammas, and I'm finally back with another video after a very long time. But forget all that, we have a very special video. And I say special because I think I may have found my new favorite shoe in my collection, if not like top two for sure. And these are the ANTA Hélà Style Roots by none other than Kyrie Irving. Now, if you know me, I love playing around with laces, and so I feel like these are right up my alley. So in today's video, I'm gonna be giving y'all 15 different ways that you can lace them up. And I'm gonna be using 3 pairs of laces, 2 pairs. Right now it's 6. So, you know, this is a lot to work with. So it can be way more than 15. It could be like 40 different ways. Because I'm also gonna be using like white laces just because I'm curious on how it's gonna look. But yeah, 15 different ways. So without wasting no more time, let's just hop right into it. All right, enjoy. So here we have the original lace patterns. This is how they come in the box. You straight pull them out, and this is how Kyrie, every time you see him wearing these shoes, he has them wearing just like this. Now mines are a bit different, only because when you get them fresh out the box, they're a little too tight. Like I tried to put them on my feet and they were just choking my feet, like I got them in a chokehold. So I had to relace them a little bit, and now the only difference is that my laces are a bit shorter, my knots are a bit shorter. But honestly, this is probably my favorite iteration. And now, for people that were wondering, this is what the shoe looks like with no laces at all. I was pretty curious. I know I'm not the only person. Like, I just wanted to see what they look like with no laces, with nothing covering the shoe. It looks great. Now, what I did here was I took orange laces, black laces, and then the other orange laces and put them on the left shoe or right. And I took the Lakers colorway laces, pink laces, and blue laces and put them on this shoe. Mind you, you can do any pattern you want, but this is how it looks. It looks pretty good in my opinion. So here I'm showing y'all exactly how I did this lace pattern. So I start from the farther laces and I go under and over. I cross them, and then once I get past the second holes, then I go closer to the inner lace holes, and that's where I tie them, just to make them the right length. Okay, and again, that's how I do this when you want to use this specific style. Okay, and that's 3 laces for each shoe, not 6. Then for same thing for the middle ones, and then for the last ones is a little different. I just start them off from the farther ones, then cross them, bring them in. Once I bring them into the inner lace holes, I bring them back out again, and then I bring them back in one more time for the last holes. If what I'm saying is too confusing, then you can just look at what I'm doing in the vid. All right, and then that's where I tie them, loop-de-loop and pull. It looks pretty good. I've seen worse for sure. Now here we have something a bit simpler. I'm just using 1 pair of laces, and I try to find a way to use the outer lace holes with just 1 pair, and that's the blue pair. So I started off from the inside, as you can see, then I skipped every other hole, and that's for both inside and outside. As you can see, I'm just trying to show you. Start inside, cross them, go out, cross them, go in, and then I cross them again, go out, and I think once I get to the outside one more time, that's when I come back up, and then that's when I tie them. Okay, so if you want to just use 1 pair of laces and use the outer ones, it looks good. Now here I use the pink laces, and I just tie them like every other shoe you ever seen. Start all inner holes, start from the outside, bring them in. I always tie my shoes under and over. But if you want to do over and under, doesn't matter. I don't think it changes that much. But I'm not gonna lie, the pink laces look really, really good. If I were to do this like really simpler way, I do it with these laces. Now here we're using the bright orange. No, this is the orange with the yellow outline, and these look great. What I did was I tied them pretty normally, but instead of just doing all normal, I just went outside for the last lace holes. That's all I did. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it looks bad. I really don't. Again, this is for more simpler folks, but that bright orange looks good on these. And while we're here, It's pretty much the same thing I just did, but instead of bringing them down, I just let the laces hang. This is how I usually tie, but to each his own. I just wanted to see how it looks. Not that much different, but if you want to let your lace hang, this is what it looks like. Now here we have two laces. We used the Lakers colorway one and the black ones. Again, you can use any color pattern that you want, pink and blue or orange and the other orange, which I think that would look good. But here, we just wanted to see what two laces would look like. Honestly, I don't think it looks that bad. To each his own. So here we have the pink laces and the black laces, and these kind of give off like a Miami type of vibe. Again, you can use any two laces or any three laces that you want. There are honestly too many combinations to really show, but again, this is what it would look like. Now here we have the bright orange laces, and what I did here was I started from the outer lace holes, and then the rest I just did normally. And then on the last holes, I just pulled them out and let them hang a little bit. Honestly, these look so clean to me. I don't know what it is. I guess it's just because it's a white shoe or like a bright shoe, so any of the bright laces just look really good. And I don't really mind it. Now here, for the longest, I wanted to see what this shoe looked like with just white laces. I'm pretty sure I've used just one pair of really long ones here, and it kind of looks like a mummy, to be honest. I don't know how I feel about them. And here we just did one lace holes on the outside. So we started from the inside, got one of them tuned out. I think it's the second lace holes, and then the rest just did normally. Again, these are using white laces. I'm gonna just try all the iterations with white laces. They look okay. I think they're not as freaky. And here we probably have the most normal possible way of lacing these shoes, and that is just white laces tied like Vans. Use all the inner holes, literally like another pair of, well, still like a better pair of Vans, better quality and all of that, but yeah, if you don't want to be all flashy, you want to keep it low key, this is what it would look like. And now after 16 or 15 different variations, now we're using two pair of white laces. The first pair, we're gonna use all the outer holes and then tying them up until you get that right length. And then the second pair of laces, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna use the normal inner laces just to get another mummified white pair of laces. And then here you can see that I took off the first knot and I just let the laces hang. And for the second pair, we just left it normal. So it was basically the same thing, but instead of two knots, it's just one. What I could tell you after playing around with these shoes for so long, trying all the different variations, is the outer lace holes definitely complement the shoe better than the inside ones. And I think ANTA did that on purpose. So after all of that, after playing around with these laces for so long, yeah, the original way, the way they come in, I just loosen them up and I'll be beating them up just like this. All right, so that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. You can purchase these shoes along with the brown pair or black pair or this new purple pair on anta.com. I believe they're still in stock right now. They just restocked, so as soon as they did, I was on that for sure. Okay, so yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, please leave a comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, it's Airy Gamus, and I'm out.